Hello, and welcome to this video on identifying information sources. We constantly filter and process information in our daily lives. Different types require different levels of analysis. For instance, finding train schedules online needs minimal filtering. We can use the train company's website and route planner for specific information, and there is little interpretation necessary. When booking a hotel, more analysis is needed due to the range of options available to us. The availability, the budget, the location, maybe our specific needs such as disabled access or pet-friendly accommodation. Our choices are naturally analysed and tailored to our individual needs. Navigating the filtering process in academic research is more challenging. When researching topics like climate change, we encounter a broad range of opinions and research, both for and against the subject. To identify reliable sources, we must apply critical thinking. In later videos, we'll delve deeper into this subject, but for now, let's focus on identifying information. Now that we know we need to analyse information, let's see how we can group it. The categories depend on how you use the info, but basically there's the primary source, which is a first-hand account or original research. These sources could be anything like reports on research, autobiographies, government documents, statistics, pictures, audiovisual recordings, and speeches. Then there are the secondary sources, which are basically an interpretation, analysis, or repackaging of the primary sources. This could include things like textbooks, biographies, or review articles. When you're searching for information, the typical sources you may use may be books and websites. Journals are also a great option, but we'll delve a little deeper into those later on. Remember, there are advantages and disadvantages to each. Try not to only rely on one source, mix it up a bit. By checking out lots of sources, you'll be able to get a more unbiased view of what you're studying, and your work will be more objective. Don't forget that you can use other kinds of literature when researching. For instance, consider checking out TV shows, documentaries, and movies, or looking into conferences and statistics, amongst other things. Just make sure that the sources you're using are reliable and credible. Consider the information timeline when searching for relevant information. This is a timeline of when you might expect information to start appearing in different sources. So for example here, social media often shares news first, but it may contain errors or biases. After a few days or maybe a couple more hours, newspapers, news channels, and websites will gather eyewitness statements and filter unnecessary details. Newspapers and trade magazines will provide more accurate account and may include interviews with experts after a few weeks. Journal articles may offer more accurate information after a few months, including scientific data, or they might do a comparison to similar events. Then we come last to books. We're talking here about professionally published books, as the editing process is far more rigorous, but here you'll see all the previous data gathered together in a professionally edited format. When conducting research, know where to gather information based on the timeline. If a topic is very new or specific, then you may struggle to get access to a variety of sources to build an objective argument. So consider this when choosing your research topics. Thank you for watching. If you would like to find out more about research and evaluating your resources, check out our other videos. If you have any questions, pop in to see us or email us on libraries@nptcgroup.ac.uk. You can also book a one-to-one session with a library advisor for more support on any of the topics covered. Thank you.